Okay, I want to go through some of the changes I've made over the last few days on the course. Now, when the course started, when we had to go online, please understand I was told that we would be online for about 3 to 4 weeks. Well, no, we're online for the rest of the semester now. So what I've done is reorganize the class to cover until the end of the semester. Okay, so you used to be taken right to the Showa unit. You're now taken to a course page, and that's what this is right under me. And I know you guys all know cuneiform. That's what that is, the original writing from the Sumerians. But now what I'll be doing, we're in the 10th week. Each week, starting next week, I will be posting updates covering kind of what's going on. Okay, so look for those here. Those will be posted week by week with any changes. I usually will get them up, by Tuesday or so. So look for those starting, Tuesday at the latest. Monday at the earliest. So I'll be posting those each and every week, okay, to cover basic things that are going on with the class to keep everybody up to date, okay. What I've done now is I've placed each of the units that we're going to be covering for the end of this until the end of the semester. I've placed them all here. Now, one thing you'll notice, the Showa unit, that is what we just covered. So each unit that we would be covering normally is now placed on its own page. This is the Showa that we've already done. Everybody's gotten their essay in that I know of. So all the materials are there. If you need anything from before, it's all there, okay? So none of it's been erased, okay? So it's all there. It's just placed at a second page rather than the primary page. What I had to do, though, is make a decision. Normally, when I cover English 101, I cover a civil rights unit and then an art history unit. And what I've had to do is to make sure we can't do the civil rights unit because we're just going to run out of time. There's not enough time to do it. And then we also have the grammar work that we have to cover by the end of the year because we have to get the textbook done. And so what I did was I took out the civil rights unit and I've made a number of lessons for the reading, thinking, writing to make sure everybody can get through it. Now, everybody's at a very different level going through the grammar. Some of you are really, really good with it. And let me show you what I've got there. Some of you are running into some issues, though, and might struggle with it, and that's fine. I've set this up. This is a page, much like the Showa page, that will walk you through everything. And so you can end up like this guy, really happy and knowing a lot about grammar. Here I'll post for Chapter 3, Chapter 8, Chapter 12, and 16. Those are the chapters within the book, within Reading, Thinking, Writing, that cover grammar. So I'll have grammatical lessons, videos that walk through the chapters and the content of the chapters that will be right here, okay? Now, in class, we have covered Chapter 3 and Chapter 8. I touched on a bit of Chapter 12, okay? So I'll have grammar lessons posted here that go through them again. You don't have to go through those. Those videos can't be required. There's no way to require them. If you don't want to go through them, that's okay. You got it. Chapter 12, I'm going to strongly recommend. And 16, yeah, you'd better do it. So because 16 is going to be tough. It goes through style issues and what style really is. It's not a matter of using fancy words. It is a matter of gaining a bit of what's known as eloquence. When you see something and you go, boy, that guy really knows how to write, or she really knows how to express her thoughts. That's what Chapter 16 is about clarity, about being clear and not confusing people, about having your ideas come across. That's really covered in 16, where I'll cover things like dependent clauses, parallels, and all those kind of things. So again, 3, 8, 12, and 16. And then what I'll be doing is also making videos that walk you through the exercises. Most people can get through the exercises without too much of a problem. But I do know some of you, many of you, do run into issues. And so what I'll be doing is making videos going through the chapters. Those are going to be these videos right here that go through the lessons. But I'm also going to be making videos that walk through the exercises. So for example, in 3, this is again something we covered in class. You know, and you guys will know the reasons for learning grammar is to get a better handle on it and how it works. But there are exercises in here. These are the reflection exercises for Chapter 3. I'll go through the expectation, and my hope is that everybody puts in order to get the 100 points, which is everybody wants, is 100 points is you have to put in a good faith effort. Show me that you gave it a good try. You really wanted to do it right. Show me that with, you know, all these Chapter 3 exercises. And then you're going to get full credit for that. Chapter 8 gets through more the form issues, what grammatical form is. And so there's a lot of fill-in with blanks and understanding what the heck is he talking about here with these, you know, finding the nouns in each sentence. And I'll show it to you. There's absolutely no reason why everybody in the class cannot answer all of these questions effectively. Even if you have a lot of trouble with the grammar, I will walk everybody through it and how to get through this, okay? So again, try to get through a good faith effort. If you have any struggles with it, I will be going through the exercises for Chapter 3, which everybody should know. Chapter 8, it might be a little bit of a challenge. Chapter 12 is going to be a little bit tricky, okay? So if you can get through it without any help, you go right ahead. That's fine. Okay, I'm quite serious. That's good. Many of you, some of you, I should say, some of you really know what you're doing, and great. You can go ahead and get the chapter on a function done yourself. If you need some help, which most students do need, understanding something like linking verbs and what a subject, verb, and complement are, you might need some help on that. That's fine. That's what the video is going to be about, to make sure everybody in the class can get through it without any trouble. Chapter 16, I'm going to strongly triple emphasize that everybody should go through both the lesson video and the video on the exercises to walk through it, to make sure you can get through it. Because again, that's the reason why I'm keeping it part of the class. It's because almost everybody, well, you oughta, wants to write clearly. It's not about writing fancy. It's about writing clearly. And Chapter 16 really shows you the tools of the trade, how people write clearly, okay? And then, just to make sure so everybody knows, I have the Art and Art History unit set up. I don't have all the materials in there, but it's ready to go. That's what we're going to be doing for the final essay, okay? So for the next couple of weeks, for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be working on grammar. And for the final 4 weeks, we're going to be working in the Art History unit. And that is a research unit. That's why I have kept a unit, because it covers the research elements. And I find that students, it's kind of fun. Okay, so we're going to go through Vasari's Lives of the Excellent Artists, and picking an artist to write about. And you get to do it on your own. But I'll be going through art and aesthetics, and so that you understand how art kind of works and why some things are really kind of goofy and other things are, what do we consider to be beautiful and also sublime. So I'll be going through all of that in this unit here and through all those lessons. You'll also be taken to a link that will take you to the library. The library is going to have online instruction for everybody to get through the research unit. And so I'll have that linked up here. And you'll have all of the discussions are already ready to go, and the essays are going to be ready to go. So all these are ready. I will have, and it will take a couple of weeks to get through that, I will have all of this posted probably by the end of, give me till probably 2 more weeks. I've got to get all your essays graded. Okay, so let me show you through the calendar and how that works, and how I've got everybody set up. So what I've got set up is, so next week you're going to be doing the Chapter 3 video to go through things. Again, I'll have a video that covers the lessons of it. I do know most of you do recall it, where we went through dialects and things like that. But I'll go through that. That'll be posted next week. And I'll want everybody to get through the Chapter 5 video by Wednesday. And again, it's pretty dang easy. And everybody should get through the Chapter 8 video in 12 and then 16. And then on the 15th, we will have a grammar test. It's not going to be tough. It's going to be fairly easy for everybody to get through that. My expectation and my desire is that everybody gets through it with a very strong grade. I would like to see everybody in the class get A's and B's for the rest of the semester. If you're really strong on grammar, you definitely should get an A. If you're not, you should also get an A. But if you've done the work, you're not going to get less than a B. You're going to get through this. So I'm going to make sure as best I can. And if you've gone through all the videos and worked through it, you're not going to get less than a B. You're going to be able to get through this, okay? So that's our plan of attack until the end of the semester, is to do the work in that manner. You should be working through you know, the video, working through the textbook over the next couple of weeks, and working through the chapters that really go through form, and then the chapter that goes through function, and then everything we're going to need to know about how to put it all together into writing style. That's going to be your assignment over the next couple of weeks, is to get through the the chapters in the textbook that really cover grammar. Okay, and so that's how I've organized things. So go ahead and jump in and keep going at chapter 3 and chapter 8 and chapter 12, and do the best you can. Focus on the grammatical assignments over the next couple of weeks, and you'll be in good shape. And I'll have the art and art history unit ready for you, along with the link to the library assignment. And again, I'm going to do my very best. I have to say, this English 101 class did better than my other English 101 classes. I have 3 of them. This one is for the work that's been completed, has done the best, and I really need to commend you guys. I don't tell the other classes this. I have to commend you on doing an excellent job getting the assignments in, and on the work you did with the first essay. If you're struggling still, keep at it. By the end of the semester, you're going to get through it, okay? So for now, guys, expect to be going through the reading, thinking, writing with chapter 3 and chapter 8 and chapter 12. Get through that. You're going to be in good shape, okay? All right, take care, you guys. Keep up the excellent, excellent work. I'm really impressed with how the class is doing. Take care.